Guys, it's me again. So this is part 2 of our lesson plans for this week. So if you didn't already watch the first video, watch that first. I ran out of time, so here I am again. Just want to walk you through a couple more slides. So biggest thing, make sure you guys have a book that connects to our unit. If you don't yet, email me right away. I want to make sure you have a good book that you can not only just enjoy and relax with, but that connects strongly to our unit. So make sure that's done. My favorite part of this book is all the rhetoric in it. If you don't know of rhetoric yet, you're going to learn the basics of it. This is also a preview of AP Lang, like a baby preview. Because 80% of you will go on to take AP Lang, usually junior year, I wanted to embed some little rhetorical analysis stuff into this book/slideshow. So these slides walk you through rhetoric. You learn about the 3 rhetorical appeals that are present in your everyday life: ads, newspapers, TV shows. You are surrounded by persuasive techniques on a regular basis. That's just life in the 21st century, especially your age. I feel like teens are targeted even more than adults through social media. So these slides, I hope you find interesting. Of course, I had to make a Harry Potter connection here because, love it. But that's actually how I remember the rhetorical appeals, is by thinking of Harry and his 2 best friends. Again, some of these slides are interactive, so you're going to have to type your answers into slides like this. So just really follow the directions. I tried to be extremely explicit, which is why it took me so long. There's going to be little activities like here. You have to watch a couple commercials, which again, actually connect to the book. I found some commercials about milk. So I've been watching some interesting stuff at home. But again, these are all interactive. And then you learn about propaganda, which I think is fascinating. I took a class in college all about like propaganda techniques, ads. So fascinating. But again, I try to narrow it down to like the 9 core propaganda techniques you're going to just see in your everyday life, and then how you can see them in Animal Farm. Because Squealer, as much as you might hate him because he's like one of the villains of the novel, he represents propaganda. Almost everything he says is a lie, or it has a particular angle or purpose. That's why I wanted to just zone in on rhetoric and propaganda in the novel. Otherwise, we could read it on so many different levels and layers. So again, this is an interactive box you guys need to type in. I tried to make that very clear. And then you're only going to look at 2 of Squealer's really prominent speeches, because I feel like he is the character that kids always analyze when they write about Animal Farm. So all the work we're doing, I promise you, leads up into a writing task we do in a couple of weeks. So I'm not trying to waste your time. All of these activities are going to build into a mini essay that you guys write. So analyzing a speech in chapter 3 and then in 5 and 7 will lead to this final assessment here. So again, I was, backwards planning and making sure everything fit a larger purpose. So eventually you guys are going to write this essay. I'll probably have another video where I walk you through how to write a good thesis statement. If you guys want to chat with me on Google Meets or anything like that, or just email me. If you have a solid thesis, just like with the tabs of your essential question essay last term in your Google website, you will have a very solid paper here. And again, I'm kind of nicely forcing you to collect evidence from the book beforehand, so you can't really procrastinate, and you're going to have good evidence already to write this paper. So again, I have all these graphic organizers built in where you're going to add your evidence. I have checklists. I tried to think of pretty much everything possible, which is why I've spent so much time on this presentation. Other than that, everything is embedded. I even highlighted in yellow where to complete this work, because even though my lesson plans are linked, I love to hyperlink stuff. I don't know, just makes me happy. So even though everything is linked, most of these you actually have to complete under the classwork section of Google Classroom. So anything that needs to be actually turned in or edited has to be completed under there. Otherwise, you're going to see my copy that I made to make a copy of for you. So I hope that makes sense. Most of you guys were fine, but I got like 3, request for edit access emails from some of my students. So as long as you're under classwork, that's where you're actually going to complete this work. The other thing you guys are going to do is 1 discussion post, just 1, on our announcement stream on Classroom. So next week, I'm going to post right here a discussion question, which is already embedded in our plans. You're just honestly pulling 1 quote from chapters 1 through 5 that relates to any of our 6 essential questions and explaining why. The purpose for this is because you guys can steal each other's quotes when you write this paper later on. So again, I was trying to plan out in advance how to help you guys in the long run. So I really hope you guys love this book. I even have a checklist here in yellow of everything you need to do every week. So hopefully that helps you. And that's it for the week. See you guys.